Hello and welcome to the Daily Mill for Monday the 7th of February 2022. In today's Millwall news, we have this. Apparently, because we've only got one striker at the club at the moment, but that's fine. Don't worry about it. Gary Rowett says it's fine, so please don't worry about it, guys, yeah? Just relax. So this is from londonnewsonline.co.uk. So what's this about? Millwall's confident they have enough striking options. With Championship running, Gary Rowett is confident that Millwall have the cover they need in their striking department for the rest of the season. Tom Bradshaw knee is sidelined while Matt Smith and Jon Daddy Bodvarsson were free to join Salford City and Bolton respectively. The Lions' only fit out-and-out frontman is Benik Afobe. But Millwall did add Sheffield United duo Oliver Burke and Luke Freeman to their squad before last week's transfer deadline. We're more than covered in the forward option, said Rowett, who takes his Millwall side to Championship table toppers Fulham tomorrow. You can argue we haven't got lots of recognised strikers, but we've got lots of players who can play in those forward positions. You saw it last season with Jed and Mason playing together for a spell and playing really, really well. A lot of interchange and flexibility in what we can do. Berkey can play down the middle. He played there for Celtic a fair bit. Mason has played down the middle a lot in his career. We've got lots of options on the side forward areas as well. Just for the time being, we wanted to go away from that fixed striker option and have more flexibility. So many teams do that nowadays. You look at all the best teams in the Premier League, and even to a certain degree in the top end of the Championship, they have that mobility, pace and movement. We've got more than enough options to get us through the season. So we only have one recognised professional out and out, you would call him centre forward, and that's Benik Afobe. All the others are what you would probably refer to as support striker, number 10 in the old parlance. So Benik Afobe is an old style number 9. We've got number 10s, we've got number 7s and number 11s. Basically, inside left, inside right, outside left, outside right, that kind of player in old terminology. Players who are kind of wingers, but they can play inside as well, and that's what Jed Wallace is. Mason Bennett is. Luke Freeman, I don't know too much about him. I think he's that as well. But yeah, we've only got one centre forward, which Gary Rowett seems to be styling it out and saying that was the plan all along. So he says that just for the time being, we wanted to go away from that fixed strike option. We wanted to do that, you see. It's not because we made a mistake in letting the strikers we have go, the centre forwards you have leave, and not bringing the one back from from Sutton United. We didn't make a mistake doing that. We wanted to do that. We wanted to only have one centre forward because, we've only scored 29 goals in like 26 games. It's always probably worse than that, but I'll show you later. So it's not a problem that we haven't got any strikers or any centre forwards. It's not a problem because the ones we have aren't scoring anyway. So yeah, I don't know. What can you do? 5 defenders and only one centre forward at the club. And if he said, well, it's not ideal, but we can play other players there. But he's saying that they wanted to do that. You didn't want to do that. You really didn't want to do. There was talk of Pizu and Jordan Hugill. So you were trying to sign a centre forward. So just stop with the fucking bullshit, man. Come on. So moving on now to the Loan Watch. It is Monday, so the Millwall Football Club official club or website has the Loan Watch up. Local derby defeat for Welling. Indeed, what's happening here? So Arthur Penny on loan at Welling. What's happened there? Arthur Penny was involved as Welling United were defeated 4-2 by Dartford in a Vanarama National League South local derby on Saturday afternoon. Depot Akinyema's double put the Wings 1-0 and 2-1 up at the Prince's Park, but 3 unanswered goals from the darts kept Peter Taylor's side 19th in the league table. Elsewhere, Leyton Orient's run of poor form continued as the O's lost 1-0 at home to Colchester United. Alex Mitchell and Dan Moss both played the full game as Kenny Jackett's outfit finished the weekend in 15th place. Yeah, things have started to... The wheels have come off at Leyton Orient. Fans not happy. Turning on Kenny Jackett. Not good for them. They started off very well, scoring a lot of goals for Harry Smith there. Seems to have totally transformed into the opposite direction. They don't seem to be doing much now. Meanwhile, Isaac Coffey played 83 minutes in Sutton United's 1-1 draw with Bristol Rovers. So there you go. In the upcoming fixtures, there are some on Tuesday. There's a Leyton Orient travelling on the way to Exeter City. So I hope the 2 Millwall lads involved in that can play well and help Leyton Orient get a decent result there. Sutton United playing versus Salford City, so it's Isaac Olofi versus Matt Smith tomorrow night. There you go. And Arthur Penny's playing at home for Leyton United on Saturday the 12th of February. So there you go, roundup of the loan players for Millwall. And speaking of youngsters, we have this. There is an under-23 game tomorrow. Yes, we have 2 games tomorrow. We have an under-23 game and we have the first team game as well. So Millwall under-23s versus Ipswich Town. Double the action on Tuesday. This is also from the Millwall Club website. Millwall under-23s take on Ipswich Town in the Professional Development League on Tuesday afternoon. Kick-off at 1:30 p.m. Kevin Nugent's side return to home soil for the first time in a month when they welcome their Tractor Boys, looking to build on a 2-1 victory at Swansea City last time out. Updates from the fixture will be available on the Lions official Twitter account with a report and reaction followed on the official club website. Now they don't mention it here, but it's not being played at the Den. Don't go down there. It's on the training ground, which is not mentioned in this little piece here. So it is at the training ground. It is not at the Den, and it's pretty sure it's not going to be shown on recast. I don't think they have it set up at the training ground yet to be able to do that. Pretty sure that, yeah, no, that's not. It's not on recast. So yeah, you just have to follow it online on the Twitter account if you want to do so. Also, so we're going to get into the Fulham game now, first team game. It is available to watch on iFollow. You can watch it live. Pay £10 if you just need to sign. You can sign up with a free for free on iFollow to get the basic package, which is old interview videos, I think, and then that'll give you access to buy a match pass for £10. So yeah, you can do that, and you'll get the commentary from Carl Bates and Max McClellan, I believe. They're the ones who usually do it. I assume they're doing it tomorrow. So there you go. But if you don't want to do that, you can get it on. It's on the Sky Sports Red button. So it's of course 7:45 kickoff. It's not on one of the Sky channels. It's on the red button. So I think you need to have Sky to get that. If you have Now TV, some kinds of cable, I don't think you can get it. So you probably need out and out Sky to get it, a satellite dish Sky. So you'll need that to get that on the red button. And also it is on, if you're out and about, you can get it on TalkSport 2, which is a radio channel. This is a commentary, so a separate commentary from whoever's doing the TalkSport commentary, and that is on TalkSport 2, which you can get on that app, or it's on the DAB radio signal, I think. So you have plenty of options to follow the game. Now, why would you want to follow the game? A lot of people being very downhearted about our possibilities tomorrow. I had a look at the odds earlier for us to win. It was something like 8-1. in a 3-horse race, basically home, away, or draw. That's pretty high. That's getting pretty high up there. So, do we have a chance tomorrow? Yeah, it's still about 8-1 for us to win. Do we have a chance? Now, that's stupid money for that. At that kind of money, I'm tempted to put at least 20 quid on it, but what do you think? Well, let's have a look and see. So this is the historical record of Fulham versus Millwall. I've ordered it in that direction, and you can see the first game, 1933, was a 1-1 draw, and then we lost. So we didn't actually win at Fulham, Craven Cottage, until Christmas 1976. So we had all of these games, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 games, travelling from Millwall to Fulham, and we didn't have a win. So it was the 12th game in the 1970s. So there you go. And we haven't had many wins there. Only 5 wins. The last one was in 2014, a sneaky little 1-0 win. Before that, 1998, a 2-1 win, and before that there was a bit of a gap because we haven't spent much time in the same division. 1986, a 2-1 win as well. We actually went on a nice little run, 4 games there between 1980 and 1998 of not losing away at Fulham. But the last game out was a stonking 4-0 defeat, and that seems to be a bit of a pattern. We lost 4-1 in 1999. So there are precedents for losing heavily, but the worst result was the last one. I think that was the one when a lot of people turned on Neil Harris. Was he still in charge then? I think he may well have been. That was the one where it was like 80% possession to Fulham. Something ridiculous like that. Yeah, and we lost 4-0. We were absolutely tonked. I'm not sure. But there you go. And earlier this season when we played them at home, they absolutely battered us, but we only ended up losing 2-1, which was incredible. Absolutely incredible. I was there at the game, it was surreal to be absolutely smashed in terms of possession, attacking ability, and to only end up losing 2-1. I think they went 2 goals up within 10 minutes or so, and Benicophobe managed to sneak one in at the end. And I think that was it. We had 1 shot on target and it went in. So not a lot of joy for Millwall Football Club away at Fulham, but it has got better. It was a lot worse back in the old days before the 1970s. But the worst result ever was the last result there. So it can't get much worse than that, can it? We can't lose big score again. I don't know, but let's have a look how the teams are now, present day, right here, right now. So for some reason this website doesn't use old stats, so it's only got 3 games here, the last 3 trips, and we actually won 1, so 2 for them, 1 for us. No draws. Maybe it's time for a draw. When was the last draw? It's been a while. 1981. Maybe it's time for another. Maybe we'll get another draw. That might be a possibility if you're looking to bet. Maybe do double chance. Millwall and draw. So here you go. In the table, their last result was a draw. So yeah, it's Fulham. You know what Fulham are doing in this league. They're absolutely ripping it apart. They scored 74 goals, conceding only 26, but we've only conceded 29. So our defence is almost as good as theirs. So not that much difference there. It's up the other end. We're with our one centre forward, which was totally planned, by the way. That wasn't a complete balls up in the recruitment department. We meant to do that. We meant to have one centre forward and 6 wingers, or inside left, outside left, whatever you want to call them. That was totally planned. So let's have a look at the home form. So they're not the best home team in the league, even with their runaway success overall. They're not the best home team in the league. I wonder who that is. I don't know. Can we see? Blackburn. Ah, okay. Blackburn. Well, that is not a good place to go, rather than West London. So I imagine that puts a lot of teams off travelling to Blackburn. So there you go. They've got pretty similar defences again, but it's at the other end. So Bart Biakowski, I hope he has an extra couple of Weetabix in the morning and gets on it. Has a lot of that vegan shit he's eating, because he's going to be pretty fucking busy tomorrow night. Like if you look at the results as well, there's not that much in it, is it? They've played one more game than us and won 3 more games at home. So not that much in it. So in terms of streaks, are there any streaks going on at the moment? Let's form table. Let's have a look at the form table. The last 6 games, they've won 4, drawn 1, lost 1. 23 goals in 6 games. That's almost as many goals as we've scored all season. Oh my god. How is this not going to be... Yeah, but that's the thing. I thought earlier in the week, I thought we were going to get smashed. And as the week's gone on, I thought, no, we could get a result. And then you see something like this. They've scored 23 goals in the last 6 games. And we scored 29 goals so far all season. They scored 23 in the last 6 games. Holy moly. We scored 5. Less than 1 per game. 5 goals in our last 6 games. With our 1 centre forward and 6 wingers. Holy shit. But we have a bit better defence than them. We've only conceded 5, they've conceded 8. So there is a chance. There is a chance. Streaks, any streaks going on? Win or draw. So without they haven't lost in the last 5 games. Okay, in terms of home streaks. Okay, that doesn't really tell us anything. So here I've pulled up the last 6 home games for Fulham, the last 6 away games for Millwall. You can see only 1 win in that for us, Coventry away, only clean sheet we got. If we can keep a clean sheet tomorrow, it will be an absolute miracle. Failed to score in only 1 of our last 6 away games. That was at Blackpool, the last game out, when a lot of fans were not happy with the way we were playing with our 1 centre forward. Fulham, incredible performances against Bristol City and Birmingham, 6-2, 6-2. But they did lose to Sheffield United. They lost 1-0. They did draw with Derby, 0-0. Now Fulham, that 1-1, yeah, they're with Bournemouth, they're up there. Fulham and Bournemouth, that's a draw, yeah, you don't worry about it. But they drew with Blackpool, 1-1, their latest home game. Now we lost to Blackpool away. Is that a comment on how good Blackpool are at the moment? that they could beat us at home and then go to Fulham the week after and draw 1-1. So maybe we're not that bad. Or am I clutching at straws? Probably. So here's the team characteristics. Oh, Jesus. It is what it is. You're seeing what I'm seeing. Look at that. Holy shit. Fucking hell. Match forecast. Fulham will dominate possession and Millwall will dominate in the air. Fantastic. So I think what that means is they'll pass it around as they come forward. We'll tackle them and lob it up in the air. And someone will win the header and then no one will win the second balls. So let's have a look at the prediction from whoscored.com. Match facts. Fulham have won 5 of the last 6 matches against Millwall in all competitions. So that's home and away. Liverpool target Fabio Carvalho gave Fulham a shock lead against Premier League leaders Man City in the FA Cup on Saturday afternoon, but the Championship side could not hold on. The Cottagers are flying clear at the top of the table. They've won 4 and drawn 1 of their last 5 league games. Luck was on Millwall's side last week as Preston's Ben Whiteman missed from the penalty spot in a goalless draw in South London. Rowett side have responded to a 3-game losing streak with a return of 4 points from the last 2 league outings, and they predict Fulham 3, Millwall 0. Indeed. So we've got 3-0 there from whoscored.com as a prediction. What about David Prutton, who is writing for skysports.com, who are broadcasting the game tomorrow on the red button? What does he think the score will be? So let's scroll down. Here we go. Fulham gave a decent account of themselves at Manchester City in the FA Cup on Saturday, but they will be happy they can fully turn their attention to getting back to the Premier League now. Millwall are drifting along a little with their most recent performance against Preston, lacking a bit of intensity. This guy knows what he's talking about. If they are to make anything of this season, they need to go on a run, but they lack consistency. I do not really see anything but a home win here. And Prutton predicts Fulham 2, Millwall 0. Indeed. Now, what do I predict? I've been all over the shop earlier last week after the shitty fucking Preston performance and result. I probably would have predicted 6-0 to Fulham. But as the week's gone on, I don't know why, but I'm changing my mind slightly. I think it might be possible that the impossible could happen. It's a funny old game. It's a funny old league. The Championship is a topsy-turvy, swings and roundabouts league. Is it possible that we could win? Probably. Depends, of course, the side that Rowett picks. Now, he said he's not going to park the bus, so was that a switch and bait to the Fulham? Will they now think that he's going to be more attacking than he is and put out a slightly defensive team? Will Afobe start? He's probably might be worth dropping him to the bench for this one if we are going to play full on counter attack. Might be better just play Mason Bennett up front with Burke behind him, or with Jed Wallace behind him and Burke on one of the wings, just to get that pace and power out there. I don't know. I want to say we can win the game. And another thing to consider, I mentioned this in the video, I think yesterday or the other day. The loan players we've got, I don't think any of them, apart from Freeman, are interested in signing for us. I don't think there's any been. It's Burke. There's no chance of us getting Burke. He's the last transfer fee they paid for him was 40 million or something stupid like that. So, but he's got a chance now against the league leaders on television to perform and get his name in there. He hasn't scored yet. He's come close. I think he hit the woodwork once. And all the other loan players as well. This is their opportunity to get themselves in the minds and the attention of other teams that might be interested in them. We've all seen the show reels on YouTube, all the highlights of players doing things that are expertly cut together. This is an opportunity for the players on loan to do something in this game to better themselves for many years to come, possibly to get a new contract, get better deals, better terms somewhere else. And for that reason, you know what, can we keep a clean sheet? I don't think we can. So you've got to think Fulham at least gonna score one. Then here's the thing: if they're not gonna let up, they're not gonna defend. Maybe they will try and defend. Maybe that's if they go one up, they might try and defend. That might be the problem that fucks them up, because maybe that's not the thing that they're good at. But they're a team that generally, once they get one, they want to get 2, 3. They put the game to bed, kill the game, and then just kill the game by passing it around, not sitting back defensively. So I think if they get one, and then they start going for it because they get cocky because they got one, and we've got if we don't have a Fabian, we have the 3, or we have the fast players up front. Not that Afobe's not fast, but come on. We could catch them on the counter, and I think we could be looking at 1-1. I think we could be looking at a 1-1 draw. So that's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say 1-1. That's my prediction. Fulham 1, Millwall 1. We haven't had a draw for a while, not since 1981. It's probably overdue. So yeah, let's fucking go. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.